main issue here is there's no toe off on that left calf, there's no power, and there's some instability in that knee, correct?
Correct.
So she's had evaluations done, but they haven't really found any specific cause. And I think one thing that wasn't addressed is I don't think you ever had your spine checked to see if the power is clear, right?
No.
Now, I was under the impression from hearing the story, like I said, is I was expecting a much worn out disc, and it's not. It's actually pretty good. So when I'm even running the meter, it's 5 points. Now, what does that mean? We don't really get, for rotated sacrum, we're not really going to get a huge reading down here because the meter is good till about L5S1. Once we get down to the sacrum, we're going to do more of the feel, okay?
Okay.
Now, we did get a reading here, though, at the bottom left. We got a reading here, we got a reading here, and we got a reading here, okay? So that means it's going to be one or all of those. But we have to figure out where we're going to start, okay?
Okay.
Head down, please. Let's go ahead and statically palpate, looking for swelling and edema. And what you'll notice here as we're running the fingers, you can see right about there, you can see the swelling starts to change. It starts to change the tissue. It starts to pull, 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 and you can see right at that break. It goes into the spine, and then it's gone. So this is another area that's kind of important. This is around T8, T9. This area controls adrenals. Adrenals are part of what? Fight or flight, energy, inflammation. Now, there's not really a curve in here, okay? Just kind of lost this curve. This low back should be like this. It should be like that. That's how I want her. Okay?
Too straight?
No, I need a curve in there.
Oh.
But that hurts, right?
It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
What's going to happen is when I start to get this where it's supposed to be, guess what? It's going to be more comfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable to slouch.
Oh.
Relax now. See? That's her normal. Okay. Scoot forward. Let's check the motion of the pelvis. Feet together. Open and close the knees, please. Open wide, close. Right side only. Right side is fine, moving independent. Left side. So when she moves the left side, the whole thing wants to go together because it's fixated. Bend side and back. That's the top of the joint. That's the middle of the joint. That's the bottom of the joint, and that is fine. Next. That just doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
Tender, right?
Yes.
More?
Yes.
There or there?
Maybe the fruit. They really kind of feel the same, to be honest.
Okay, no problem. And if they feel the same, we're always going to go with the lower one. Count again, head down, please. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9. Now, I'm getting a reading here and here. I'm probably not going to go in here, and I'll explain why, because you actually have the reversal of the curve in the neck. So in order to help get this curve back the way it's supposed to be, we need to work on the base. Yeah, C7. And what I notice when she's walking is she kind of swings that left leg around because of the pain compensation. She's on the outside heel on that left heel. There's some ankle issues we'll address. The ankle issues are affecting the big toe. You can see you're starting to get that deviation of the big toe. We're going to work on all that for you, okay? First thing I need you to know is we're designed to have 60-degree reciprocating curves. That's the strongest curve, 60 to 62 in nature. Now, looking at your back, good curve. Could be a little bit more, but I'm okay with this curve.
Okay.
I love the disc spaces we'll talk more about. Great. It starts to just flatten up a little bit through that mid-back though, right? And what's happening in the neck, it's going in the opposite direction. This neck curve is supposed to go this way. That's how we're designed. Yours is actually doing the exact opposite. So all these muscles around here are guarding to hold it in place. It's starting what I'm finding at C7, the nerve pressure. Okay? So C7, we said T8, T9, sorry, in here. But more importantly is we got to figure out where we're starting. Now, Dr. Gonstead in this methodology, he came up with a lot of rules and principles and theories back in the 40s that they're still proving today, or they have proven. And one of them is called the level foundation principle. And what the level foundation principle states, in order to have a stable 24-story building, 24 movable bones, we need to have a level foundation. If the foundation is not level, none of this holds. Pelvis, this is left, this is right. Pelvis works in opposite. If one goes up, one goes down, one goes in, one goes out. Okay? The SI joint is called a auricular surface. Auricular, like the ear, right? It's an auricular surface, meaning it's not like this, it's like this. And it's kind of rigid through there. So it moves like this. It doesn't just go down. If it goes down, it'll go slightly out. If I get a listing where it goes up and out, I know that was a trauma. And that's what we have here. So the pelvis goes up and out, and your sacrum goes back on the left. That's the disconnect. This. And that disconnect is here affecting these nerves. And these are the nerves that form what's called the sciatic nerve. Follow me?
I follow you.
And it goes into where?
My calf.
It goes into the heel. It goes all the way into the toes.
What caused all of this?
This was trauma. This was the fall. This was this is sports. This is life. But it had to be significant enough to cause an EX7. C7, PRI. There you go. C7. Walk that off this. I'm going to be grabbing the whole bottom glute to adjust it, right? It's gone up and out. I'm bringing it down and in. Okay?
Okay.
Oh! Here's a piece. Walk on your toes, tell me the difference.
Oh, it feels better.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Watch your feet. What's different?
I feel like I can feel my leg. I can feel things firing.
What? Look how she's sitting now. I didn't ask her to sit up straight either. 7 is clear. I don't need to mess with the 9 today. Things are going to shift for you, okay, over the next couple of days. I need you to walk as much as possible. Or if it hurts your foot to walk, get in a pool and walk or swim. Feel that?
Yeah.
That's an old injury.
Better control.
Good. Up on your toes. Nice. That's where we're going to start, young lady. Okay?
Okay.